When the whole world was dragged into World War III, brave men like my father fought on the front lines. And they weren't alone. That was 20 years ago. Now it's up to us to carry on their legacy. And every so often, the earth from which we come gives way for something new, something greater to be born, and with them, even greater threats to face. Bring it on! Phenomenova. For you, Dad. For you. I just want it to be like the Crusader Corps. Like my father. I thought with my new powers I could be. But I failed. I let everyone down. I got people hurt. I just wanted to make the world a better place. And instead I made things worse. But now I have the chance to make things right with the help of one of the Crusader Corps. The Phoenix Section. And I will. I have to. Whatever it takes. I will find that spark again.
What's going on, guys? Played the. I said I let myself in too early, so I guess we're started. How you guys doing? Let's see. Did they change the layout? No, they didn't. It disappeared for a second. We got a fun show to talk about because I saw a movie that I really liked this movie, like way more than I was expecting. I liked when Chainsaw Man first came out. Oh, by the way, I can't talk like this. But I got these are like $8. So I was
nice.
But no, when Chainsaw Man came out, I liked it. But I wasn't like I didn't think it was as good as Demon Slayer. I thought it was good. Yes, I am, Kayla. I am just as Denjay. Yeah, that's me.
And I got my Pochita shirt on.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that's the thing I noticed about anime fans. They'll get like attached to like they're like Pucci what appeared in
Puchita.
Puchita appeared in like one episode?
Yeah. Episode 1.
Yeah. And even still everyone loves the character. But yeah, I mean I remember thinking it was like pretty good, but I didn't think it was like the best thing ever. But I liked how simple it is, and it held my focus. But it didn't grip me the way like Demon Slayer season 1 did. And then this movie, I'll say I like this movie more than I like the Demon Slayer movie.
Okay, I hear that from a lot of people. So I did love season 1 of Chainsaw Man.
Yeah, I didn't dislike it, by the way.
But what happened? What the problem was? If you're a manga reader, it was very light in tone compared to the manga, and it was so season 1. Most people in Japan that read the manga hated it. They're like, this is not the vision of the mangaka. I forget his name, and then and like it's too light in tone and a bunch of other stuff. So for the movie, they took the criticisms and they redid the graphics to where it feels more like the books, and and then so you'll notice if you look from season 1 into how they look now, it's well, they still look like themselves, but you can tell there's a artist change in the design, and then from that, then they just built in the whole movie. Like, I love season 1. The season 1 made me read the manga, so I have volumes 1 through 8, and then I still need to get more of them or whatever. And then but yeah, like the movie, I seen the movie the first time on the day before the release, because if you had a Crunchyroll account, then you get to see it the day before. So I saw it. I was like the only one in my theater, and then and I was like, I had to go see it again. So I saw it the second time this past Sunday in 3D.
Yeah, I mean, I want to see it, and especially now that you mentioned it, I saw it in Dolby, which is a pretty nice experience. And man, it was such a treat. And that's interesting you say that it was like, so the manga was darker, because one of the things I heard was like, I was getting all these comments on the TikTok was that the manga was lighter, that this is the first, it was like almost like just getting past the tutorial section at the beginning of season 1, is that they like barely scratched the surface.
Yeah, like I need to get back into reading it. Like, I got some, and like I just got another shipment of books I got in from I ordered off of eBay. So but yeah, like when I read, like, if you read volume 1, it was like, oh well, this is, I see where, like, after watching them all, watched the anime, the season 1, I bought my first 3 volumes, and then I read through them. I was like, okay, I see why folks were complaining. You know, I yet again, I still love the anime, and Makima, my number is open, my DMs are open. So, but yeah, then but honestly, the movie to me was flawless. I could watch it over and over again. I enjoyed every single thing. It did what like a lot of modern Western movies don't do anymore, where they build up the characters or make you so even if you haven't seen Demon Slayer or read the manga, but you could probably watch this movie. You might not know all the characters' names, but it real focuses on Denji and his love interest, and you'll feel that, and you feel the build up towards the climax, where
build back towards the climax of his love interest.
Yeah. So honestly, I can't wait for this to come out on Blu-ray. I'm gonna buy it like day 1.
Dude, I might want to see it again if I can make the time. I really dug this movie, man. It's like comparing the Nausicaa movie to the Nausicaa manga. So I've never read the manga, but I did like the movie.
Yeah, Nausicaa is my most favorite Studio Ghibli film.
It's great. It's technically the first, right? Because it was,
but
it came out before they were officially called Studio Ghibli.
Yeah, I could rewatch that over and over. That out of all of them, that's my most favorite. I know they were going to say like Spirited Away or Princess Mononoke.
I love that, and I love the official first, which is Castle in the Sky.
Yeah, you've seen Tales of Earthsea?
No.
Yeah, that one's good. Like, all of them pretty good, but
yeah, I have to read it. Porco Rosso's good as hell, dude.
Yeah. Okay, so Kayla's saying the manga's 1 million times better.
The Blu-ray I have says Castle in the Sky. All I'm saying.
And I don't know why it's not picking up this time. I got my cat on my head. One of my cats on my head.
Let's see. What was I gonna? Yeah, I mean, but overall, I was very happy with this movie. So straight out the gate, I think some of the stuff I didn't appreciate with the original, because everyone was like, "Oh, Makima, he's being manipulated, whatever," and I was kind of like, "Whatever." Now, part of it all, life has happened. 3 years of life has happened, which is crazy. It's been that long. There's really been for a fair amount of time, and so I've kind of been like, man, Denji, I feel you. Like, when Makima starts going, yeah, You do this, I'll do what you want. You know, God damn, this is fucked up. You know,
Yeah.
It's just
But
crazy.
I mean, I like the dynamic, honestly. So if for the audience who doesn't know, Denji starts off a lonely kid, no parents, nobody, but this little chainsaw dog, and he's doing a bunch of odd jobs, selling his off extra body parts
His
just to make some
testicle.
ends
I'm like,
meet.
God damn, they went there.
Yeah. So like, but I don't know. We're doing spoilers.
For the first episode.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
he ends up.
Yeah.
I'll say
we'll start with season 1. Go watch season 1 and then go watch the movie. We'll start with we're gonna say season 1 spoilers. We're going, and then for you pussies that haven't seen the movie, I'll give you the cue to get the fuck out when we talk about the movie in depth.
Yeah. Well, honestly, I won't say too much, but basically the storyline is imagine being a virgin nobody, and then all of a sudden,
virgin, but he's like what, 16, 15? That's okay.
I don't know. It depends what part of cultures and stuff you're into, but you know, like, you know, he's never touched the girl, lives in the countryside, and has a near-death experience, gets revived, gets these powers, and then all of a sudden he's part of an organization that's promising pretty much women. And so as long as he does what the top girl says, and he's like, okay, and like, she'll be like, I'll let you touch a boob if you do this for me. He's like, yes, I can finally touch a boob. And that's his only motivation is, how can I get with the top girl?
It's very simple, but it worked. But I was like, why is Chainsaw Man, like, I was like, why is it considered a masterpiece? I was like, that's a fine motivation, but I just didn't see it as like a masterpiece because that was the motivation.
Well, like, I look at it, it deals with a lot of relationship problems. The action and the fight scenes and powers and stuff, I think that's secondary to the actual story of a kid that's like, hey, I want, this is my first time I'm finding love. Do I but there's this other girl that's in this other position in front of me. Do I try to impress her too? What if the other girl thinks or whatever? So he's dealing with relationships for the first time. And
what's going on in your head, man?
Oh, is there a bird on the head? No, it's a cat. Oh, so if the cat turns around, oh, whatever. So, cat on the hat.
Nice.
But yeah, well, honestly, it's what I don't know. I do this every stream. It's just I have a house full of cats and 5 dogs, and I never get a piece to myself.
You have only yourself to blame.
Yes, I do, but it's fine. I got enough space for all of them.
You sure?
Yes, but
no. Look like it.
Hey, I don't use no shock collars like a certain leftist.
Yeah.
But yeah, other than that, honestly, the movie, like, I was moved by the movie. I felt Denji's feelings or whatever. Yeah. When his heart was beating, my heart was beating. And so,
yeah, man, I felt more for him in this movie than others. But it was, I mean, because again, I like the show. I remember going, dude, like, why, like, when he doesn't, dude, he has these women throwing themselves. What is it with every woman that's around him is throwing themselves at him?
Well, I don't know. Like, well, one thing he is becoming a provider in sort of way. Mm-hmm. And then it's just
Himeno is still best girl. I'm gonna say it.
Oh man, I don't know. I love Makima, but I also love the new girl in the movie too. So
Himeno seemed more real, dude.
Yeah. Oh, she's awesome as well. Even Power, like Power is like your psycho, crazy woman. I don't know if we can cuss on the stream.
Yeah.
Okay, psycho. She's like your psycho crazy bitch. It is like says like, okay, I want to do what she says as well too. She may try to kill me, but it might be worth it, and that's Power.
Yeah, that's interesting. I mean, I think, like, the first of all, the music slapped stylistically. I like the intro. I keep looking at the intro. It's really well done. And then we go back to now we're on Chainsaw Man, and this movie immediately from the intro, I'm like, cool, okay, we're back with the crew, you know. We got everyone there. To me, the most interesting stuff was like it gets surprisingly emotional towards the end of season 1.
Yeah.
With Jimeno, who ended up being kind of my favorite by the end of the first season. What's I'm sorry, the guy's name with the ponytail?
Aki.
Yeah, I really like him too. They were kind of like my favorites, to be honest. In Demon Slayer, I'm not sorry. It is another show about slaying demons, is why I keep saying that. Chainsaw Man. So I am dressed as Denji from Chainsaw Man. So that's why, yeah. So Denji accumulated power. Power is attractive to women. That's why women are throwing themselves at him. Not power the character, but power in general.
Yeah.
I guess. And so anyway, what happens is, so I think like this movie, we get the whole beginning part with Makima, and I think that's the only part that it feels like it's kind of an in between. But even then, that one line, like I saw a post about afterwards, like they say like one movie can change your life, and I'm like, God damn, they knew, they knew, those smug motherfuckers, they knew. They were like, yeah, we're sitting on heat. Now I don't know if that's in the manga. That line.
I like I said, I read the first 3. I have volumes 1 through 8. I just need to catch up, honestly. But because I think it's around volume 5 or 6 is where this arc takes place.
Yeah, I mean, I think that was really stellar stuff.
And Kayla's right. You need to watch Claymore.
All right, I'll add it to my list.
Like if you like Berserk, you're gonna like Claymore.
I need to read Berserk. I haven't yet.
What?
Someone else.
Well,
I
do have
Bad Sauce. I think Bad Sauce told me, or someone else told me to check out Claymore. Was it? No, Kayla. It was you. It was you who told me to check out Claymore.
Wait, right. Kayla was the one on the stream that was roasting Theo the other. Yeah, Kayla. I was like, I was trying to tell Theo because Theo's reading Black Lagoon. I was like, tell her. I was texting him. I was like, tell her you're reading Black Lagoon, and he was like, not reading my comment. I was like, man, I was like, don't just sit there. But awesome, Kayla. I was proud of you. So.
All right, so the chat likes that more than anyone. So okay, Vagabond is dressed as Puchita. Yeah. So now what we get into is the movie, and like I said, right at the gate, I thought there was some interesting stuff. I'm trying to remember what is the opening scene. I'm trying to because it's like now it's like a full experience, but I'm trying to remember down like where it starts. Where does it start?
Opening scene is Denji has a dream. Like more of a nightmare, right? And it's done in black and white.
That's right. He goes in the house and then it's Pochita says something.
Yeah, do not open the door. Oh, okay, I'm spoiling things, but all you in the chat, go watch the movie. I don't know what's wrong.
Do not open the door. Hold on, time out. Do not open the door. Is that referring to the?
Yeah, that towards the end of the dream sequence, and that's when Denji wakes up, and he wakes everyone else up, and then Powers is like, "What's wrong?"
Oh yeah, we're spoiling the movie, by the way. All right. Well, first of all, spoiler free. So we'll get into it, and then we'll get back to it. Spoiler free. This movie is fucking amazing. Do you think you could go into it without watching the show? Because I would say watch the show first.
I recommend watching the show first or reading the manga to like maybe volumes 1 through 4, because I think this takes place 5, 6, and 7. And but honestly, I did watch the movie the second time in 3D. So I did it the first time regular, sub, not dub. Then so my theater did have 3D, but it was a dub only in 3D. So I had to drive 2 towns away from my town to go find a theater that had the 3D in sub. And the 3D is so awesome. It's so the way the 3D works is instead of like things coming at your face like the Terminator in 3D or whatever, it's like you're playing a 3DS where it goes inward as opposed to things coming at your face. So it brings a lot of depth. And then even with the subtitles, they changed the way the subtitles is from the regular movie to where the subtitles will be in between the characters talking and stuff like that.
That is crazy.
And like if you could see it in 3D, I highly recommend, just for the experience of it. The 3D was well done. You could tell they did it in layers, like traditional cell shaded anim. I know it's probably not cell shaded animation, but with the they had like a back layer. They made sure the characters popped up from the back, like you see like the little Technicolor films from like Tom and Jerry and stuff back in the day. Honestly, I loved it, and I wish there was more 3D like that. Yeah, the subs were also in 3D. So because normally when you watch subs, like it's the whole screen has the subs going all the way through till they can't fit or whatever. Well, what they did was like so you'll have like Denji in the foreground, then the subs in the middle ground, and then the other character or whatever in the background. And so even the but basically it's like if you played a 3DS and use the 3D in the 3DS, that's how the 3D is for the movie.
3D breasts?
Well, yes, it had that too.
Yeah, so we'll get into that, but I would say firm recommend this movie. You could tell this is someone who's been through heartbreak, has been through like emotional stuff, but it's also just a really good story. It has like some really solid character and even like romance stuff, which you wouldn't think from Chainsaw Man based on the title. And then you go right into that.
Yeah, shout out to my fellow Gooner, D-Day Dire Wolf.
And it goes into this whole place where and then when the action happens, like no pun intended, explosive as all hell. It's insane. Like a movie hits a certain point where it crescendos and it's just insanity for a while, right?
Yeah. Then, did you say for that the after credits?
By the way, you should watch the show first before the movie. You should absolutely. I did watch the end credits, yeah, which everyone should. Everyone should. Although it doesn't, the end credit scene doesn't really do much.
It doesn't, but like if you're one of those
people,
I'm
glad I stayed. I had a feeling, but also I stayed because I was like, this end credit song kind of slaps. I kind of don't. I want to.
Yeah, well, because if you know how you ever gone to the movies with some friends and then they're like, oh, well, movie's done, and they start trying to walk out. I was like, wait, could you at least wait till the end credits? There might be something to learn or whatever at the end. But I do recommend watching the anime first or reading the manga. But if you haven't seen it, season 1 or read the manga, I think you can watch it. It's still a really good film. It's kind of like when you watch Alien for the first time. Yeah, like the characters are like, it's real slow at the slow start. You're just building up with the characters, seeing the relationships with each other and stuff, and they build that up. And that's what this movie does. As to just throwing everything.
But even only a few. There's a lot of the characters where it's like if you haven't seen the show, they kind of don't explain it. To be honest.
Yeah, if like which that's where do watching the show beforehand does work. But like honestly, it's only 12 episodes for season 1. You can binge watch that within 1 or 2, 3 days, whatever.
Does Crunchyroll? Because I agree. Does Crunchyroll still like censor anime and shit?
Okay. Well, yeah, depends on the show you're watching. So, like, I finished.
Because, like, I'm not. I don't want to support that shit. You know what I mean?
Okay. Like, well, you have to think. So, Crunchyroll's more tame. If you want some more uncensored stuff, I recommend High Dive. High Dive has. I pay for both.
Didn't they like change like dubs?
No. Well, okay. It's certain.
You have to turn off censoring. Like, don't they like change like things like certain lines and whatever. I heard that. Okay. I don't know if that's exaggerated or not.
No, that has had happen. So, but that was with like Funimation, which Funimation got absorbed by Crunchyroll from a Sony purchase. So, for instance, Crunchyroll before Sony bought them used to have a movie called Zombie Ass Toilet of the Dead. I highly recommend it if you're a Gooner. 10 out of 10 live action.
See, that's not what I was referring to. I'm not concerned about that, really.
But Sony bought them, and like they removed that movie, which you can watch it on Tubi for free. So, for the Gooners out there, you're welcome.
Okay, well, all right.
But besides that,
they censor anything good though?
Yeah, no, yeah, they have. So recently, please put them on Takame-san. At first, Crunchyroll wasn't going to censor it, and then they did a 180 and did the partially censored version of that show. So I'm waiting for the Blu-ray for that one. But there's
I need to watch more stuff.
Yeah, there's 3 versions of please put them on Takame-san, which that's a Gooner show. But your
Can you give me
biggest
a non-Gooner show?
All right, I will. It's the Dragon Maid. So
that still sounds like a fucking Gooner show, dude.
That one's not a Gooner one, but it's the Dragon Maid is like this dragon that can turn into a maid or whatever, and it's pretty tame. But one of the scenes, one of the women that normally like dress like more provocatively, and like I said, it's real tame. Well, she started wearing like I forgot the theme, but she's wearing more like a turtleneck and stuff. And in the manga and the Japanese sub, it was like she has like a whole other reason why she dressed like that. But in the dub version, they made it to where it's like the patriarchy and all that kind of whatever.
Right. See, that kind of shit bothers me. But no, honestly, why? I would watch Wicked City and Demon City. Why wouldn't I?
Well, honestly,
I'm gonna watch them. They sound cool.
Yeah, even sub or dub, like unless you know Japanese yourself, like you're gonna have to be dealing with it no matter where you go. So, but the least of it happens if you do the sub.
Gotcha. Well, so all right, so now let's get back into it. So overall, I'd say I recommend the ending. Everything down to the ending is amazing, and it makes me want to rewatch this movie and dive back into it. It makes me want to get further into Chainsaw Man. Who knows? I might even read ahead of it. So let's get into this. Your overall thoughts, but I would say I highly recommend it. I think there's some stuff where it's like some characters just kind of have moments where I think I need a refresher from the series. I kind of forget certain characters like that were there, but they weren't huge. But it's like Aki, for example, doesn't do a whole lot in the movie, but what he does do is nice. There's certain characters that are just kind of there. It definitely is not. I think there's a certain point in the movie that's mostly self-contained, but you should watch the show. But I think as this movie is, and I'm not saying this movie had to be not self-contained. Like the Demon Slayer movie was certainly not beginner friendly at all, much less so than this movie. I think this movie was absolutely stellar. Like I don't really have any complaints about it. I really don't.
I give it a 10 out of 10.
I think it's close. I don't know if it's hard for me to. I try not to give ratings. I'll say it's at least a 9, if not a 10. I haven't thought of a flaw yet, but I'm trying to not be too eager.
Like, okay, I have no flaws in the movie. I thought the buildup was perfect.
I don't really have any flaws with it either.
Yeah, I had
flaws with the Demon Slayer movie, and I like Demon Slayer better. You know, there's stuff in the Demon Slayer movie where I'm like, okay, this is going on.
See, I haven't watched the Demon Slayer movie yet because
you should.
Well, here's the reason why I haven't watched it yet. I only watched season 1, and I haven't watched Mugen Train yet. And then I know.
Catch up. Come on.
I know. I need to binge watch it. And Sophie, if you're watching, I'm sorry. I promised I was going to watch it.
Yeah, I binge watched season 4 before the new movie came out.
Yeah,
because I was behind.
But for this Chainsaw Man movie, I don't think you need to. I think you can experience the movie in different ways in it. So if you know nothing at all, you're going to experience it in one way where, okay, of course, you're not going to know the characters.
But I think you'll still know enough.
Yeah, but if you've seen season 1 and you haven't read the manga, because you can read past what this movie in the manga right now. I was kind of glad I didn't, because like my first take of the movie was like I didn't know what was going to happen, but they do a lot of foreshadowing in the movie, which is also awesome. So like if there's a certain creature in a web that you see, and the scenery between that and like my heart, then there's like then you got the serial killer character that's there. So like if you don't know what's going to happen, it's going to surprise you. And which I was surprised when on my first watch through, like especially the part where it's not a spoiler, but at the beginning, after when Denji goes on a certain character with a bunch of dates, and she tells him about his heart, and then but his heart was beating and my heart was beating, I was like, oh man, what's about to happen for Denji? I was happy for Denji or whatever. And then later on with the other scenes, it was just like I was like, when one scene was happening where the girl was in trouble and Denji doesn't know, I'm like, oh, hurry up, Denji, and find out. I was like, oh shit, like, is she going to be used as bait or whatever? And so that was my first watch through. The second watch through, of course, I seen the movie and know everything was going to happen. And so then I was just paying attention to all the different parts of the scenes and the scenery and the and pretty much the main story and how it builds up with the foreshadowing stuff.
Yeah, it makes me want to. It does make me. I immediately feel the need to rewatch it. And so maybe I will. Maybe I will in 3D. And that's a plus. I think I might like it even more. But I was enthralled by this movie. I was blown away by this movie. I really was. I very happy. Very happy.
Well, because even the ending was like, again, if you don't know what's about to happen, then the ending, you feel real emotional for Denji.
Ooh.
And I was in the feels. I was like, my heart was like, what? I feel like Red Sanford calling for Elizabeth, I'm coming.
All right. We'll talk about your choice of favorite character given the ending of this film. But we'll so I think overall that's where we're gonna end the spoiler free. Let's get the fuck into this movie. See the thing, the Demon Slayer movie will make you cry. And some, I think, here's the thing. I was very into it. I think the part that really messed with it for me was, and I know they do this a lot of times, the 30-minute flashback with the villain backstory at the end killed like so much of the good momentum to me. Because by the end of it, I was like, nah, he's still a dickhead. Like, I'm sorry. I wasn't won over by that backstory. I'm just being honest. I was like, just die. I'm sorry. I really liked the Demon Slayer movie, but that last flashback I was not crazy about. But I liked a lot of it. There's one character that was whatever. But okay, let's get into this shit. So we start off this Chainsaw Man movie, and there's like no action for a huge portion of the movie. So I can understand the complaint. Like normally, like Cowboy Bebop, there's that grocery store action scene where everyone is showing off in some capacity, right? I get that. We don't have that opening action sequence. If you want to knock that against the film, fine. Because correct me if I'm wrong, you even see him become Chainsaw Man before the final action sequence?
Well, no, you don't.
That's
if
crazy.
I'm thinking about it, but I didn't have a problem. Well, one, I did watch the anime and read the manga. But so I do know who he is. But
yeah, he is, but I'm just kind of like, they really don't. Normally they're in superhero movies or in action movies, there'll be like an opening in the beginning.
Well, I guess for me, well, I am older than you, so like don't ignore the gray beard, the little gray in the beard. But the thing with me is like movies back in the day, a lot of them used to have a lot of build up before anything actually happens. And I don't think we get that much with movies nowadays. It's usually scenes have to happen super fast or whatever. And it's not every movie, but I feel like more modern movies is like, it's like TikTok where everything is like, it's always has to have something major happening right away. And I'm the type of person, I like the buildup of movies or whatever, right? Like same thing when you watch the first time you watch what's my film where has a lot of buildup at first is the first Alien movie, right? You don't see the alien, you the character, and besides learning the characters' names, the characters have you see the relationship between the characters before the climax happens, where something where everything starts going to shit.
I mean, let's be real, dude. The majority of this movie is date.
Yeah, well,
the
that's what I'm
majority
saying.
of this movie is the main, which I did not expect. So when I say like it's a romance movie, like it is, man, it's a romance movie first and foremost.
Well, it's like the battle of two loves in your heart, or more than one love in your heart, because basically there's more than one love interest, and then there's a second dream sequence later in the movie.
See, it's hard because I like Makima clearly doesn't love him though.
I don't know. I have a different feeling on that, but
she clearly doesn't. She's just manipulating him.
I think one is because she does have to do a job, but two, I see her more as like the dominatrix type. Sorry for her chat. So like she's the one. See, all right, time to get vagabond time right now.
That's
so
tough.
it's like Makima is like the type of chick that will like put you on a leash and start walking you and stuff, and you just love her so much you just let her take the lead. And
See, I wouldn't do that.
That's Makima for me.
See, I wouldn't. That's the difference. You go up to girls at anime conventions and ask to get step on. I'm the girl at the convention that she vents to after. I was like, this fucking guy asked me to step on him. That's the difference.
Well, there's different types of women.
That's a true story.
So that's what I'm saying. Yes, I have pictures of women stepping on me at cons.
You ask women to step on you, bro.
Not all of them. It's
like
certain ones. You could just tell that they would.
I've never asked any woman to step on me.
Yes, Doug is real. Follow me on my Discord if you want to know more. So, but other than that, like she's like the dominatrix type or whatever, right? Where like that's how I've pictured.
She's a manipulator, dude. What are you talking about? This is let me hang on.
Yes, she's manipulating him.
No, this is the cope that men do when they're getting manipulated, and you're the reason why simp culture exists. I'm going to stop you right there. This is a problem in America, in the world, is we have these goddamn simps like Vagabond who are letting women do it because, it's just her type. No, she doesn't respect you.
I think she respects him.
She does not. She clearly doesn't respect him.
Yeah, I agree. She's manipulating him, but I it's for a purpose, and I enjoy every bit of it.
All manipulation is for a purpose. What are you fucking talking about?
Yeah,
there's not. That's what manipulation is.
Yeah, but I'm fine with her doing that.
Kayla is 100% right. Yeah, she is manipulating him.
I agree, she's manipulating him, but I don't have the problem with him being manipulated.
There we go. That's what made it hard. All right. So what this movie did, what I really liked about this movie was the way it played with my emotions. It played with mine the same way they're playing with Deji. Like Reze, because Makima, I'm like, the manipulation. Like it's pretty fucking cool. I think to be fair, I remember seeing all these TikToks and posts saying, "Oh, he's being manipulated," whatever. And I'm like, and I was in the middle of watching Demon Slayer, and I was like, "Oh yeah, I guess I could see it. Yeah, I guess he is." Now, if I could go back now that I'm older and a bit wiser, and also have seen the show before, I'd be like, "Yeah, probably." But I definitely saw a bit of it in season 1. But I was more just in Denji's mindset, not outside of it. And I think what this movie did was I was kind of outside of it, and I'm like, "Yeah, Makima's a bitch," and I'm like, "But this new girl." I'm like, hold on, hang on. I'm like, time out. Because I didn't know much about this going in, but I knew there's a new girl, Reze. And I'm like, okay, is she good? Is she not? And what I like about this movie, it does such a good. Did you know going in what was going to happen with her?
No, that's
I didn't either. This movie did such a good job at like red herrings with you. And every time you're 90% sure it's one way, there's something that makes you go the other, and then this, and then this, and then this. And finally, towards the end, I'm like, go for it, Deji.
Well, it's a good 2-time watch, right? So, or watching it multiple times, because the second time you watch it, you start picking up on things since now you know or whatever. Are we doing spoiler talk yet or no?
Yeah, we're in spoilers, dude.
Okay, so you see,
fuck this again. This is the problem I have, is I feel like we have different watching experiences in some ways, because I'll say this, I'll Stunning and Brave, I'm against abusive women. Vagabond is for abusive women.
Hey, I'm just saying, I'll let the girl lead a couple of times. I don't care. But yeah, it's like the whole obsession with goth women or whatever, right? Anyone that's obsessed with goth women is not trying to lead the goth girl. They're trying to let her do the leading. I'm just saying, that's kind of like that type of situation. Like if Miss Misato from Evangelion came
Mommy
there.
Misato Mommy Misato is different. That's okay.
Okay. I'm letting her lead on me. I don't care. I'm different.
Don't compare Mommy Misato to this bitch.
So I'm sorry.
That's sacred ground. I love Misato.
Yeah, but
top tier.
Yeah, so I don't know. I know Makima has so even in the movie you know Makima is hiding a lot of information. So I assume she knows who the Bomb Devil is. I mean, not the Bomb Devil, but who the Gun Devil is.
Yeah,
I'm
gonna assume so.
And here's what I think where all the devils represent is people's fears in real life. So people fear guns. So since because even in season 1 they talk about it where it like there's like they're based off people's fears, and the more things people fear in the world, the more powerful it is. So most people are afraid of school shootings, gun deaths, and all that type of stuff. So that's why I think the Gun Devil is the most powerful devil in the Chainsaw Man universe. And then I think people are afraid of being cut up by a chainsaw or even using them. So I think Denji has like 2 types of fears with him or whatever. Like say someone office worker wants to use a chainsaw the first time, they probably be intimidated. So I think that's what gives Denji like some unique powers compared to everyone else. That's just my theory. I could be wrong. But other than that, but then what's at war and stuff, people are afraid of bombs. And then that's where I think the Bomb Devil, Reze, that's where she gets all her powers from and everything like that. Because I mean, you got other devils like you got Shark Fiend, but I mean, people are afraid of sharks. But
that's another thing. That guy just kind of shows up with no explanation, right? He never appeared in the series, right? Did he?
Well, no, he wasn't in season 1. But
so
remember,
he just shows up out of fucking nowhere, dude.
No. In the beginning, remember, Power was growing extra horns for having too much blood or drinking too much blood.
Yeah, I know. And then he shows up there, but it's kind of out of nowhere.
Well, okay. He's like Street. Before your time, there's a show called Street Sharks, and they could swim under the concrete. So I think
I thought he was cool, but he just kind of shows up and he's like, "Oh, okay." But I guess that's just kind of the world we live in this world where that kind of shit just happens. You have to go, "Oh, okay." Well, so by that logic, because we can accept him, newcomers can accept Power and all that.
Well, at the beginning is Makima's like, "I'm borrowing Power. Go take this guy and follow." But we also learn in the movie that Shark Fiend and I think what's his name? I forgot his actual name. I have to watch it the 3rd time. But Shark Fiend, you know he knows about the Gun Devil and stuff, but they're afraid of what Makima would do if he told. And there's a scene where Aki's like, Makima, so they know Makima knows more than she lets on to be. But we're still learning this organization that they work for as well too, and how
we're kind of learning in real time. And I think that sorry, continue.
Oh no, where you go?
I was saying I think that's one of the things that is interesting and why it was like season 1. It was like I know we're going to learn more and things are going to get interesting, and we were just kind of like thrust into the action. And that's why I think when it hits a certain point where we start introducing like those summons almost. And Aki is sacrificing stuff from her life. I think that's why those characters like Himeno and him, because they kind of knew more, and like Denji was kind of just like wanting to get laid, and I think that was part of why I resonated with those other older characters more. And I think we're starting to kind of see more. And now I've been through shit with Denji, man.
Yeah,
I've been through shit. I'm gonna make sure my man is okay. All right.
Yeah, like what they do is they really make you feel for Denji, and that's
dude. Fuck women. I'm sorry, no, not all women.
Not like you want who's connected to Denji. Well, we got the chainsaw in or Denji's heart.
Pochita. So all right, all right, we'll get back. So let's talk about the manipulation and shit. Because again, I want to watch it again, but I
think that's why we need Theo to go watch this movie.
Yeah, I told him immediately. I'm like, you got to see this shit, dude. So, okay, we have, and again, it's so expertly done. I mean, he manipulates us, same way the woman in the movie manipulate us. So we have all these dates. They see like a bunch of movies in a fucking day, right? And then Makima's crying, and I'm like, oh, that's interesting. I don't, they both cry at the same movie, so I don't know what that means. I don't know if. But anyway, that we move past that, and then he's like, oh, I'm all for her, and then that's immediately we get the conflict with this new girl runs in, and I'm like, oh, she's cool, she seems genuine, she's whatever, I'm like, we're spending a lot of time with this girl. And that's one of the things too, is it's called the Reze arc. So part of me is like, oh, she's got to be important. But the movie like does such a good job at emotionally manipulating you. And I've come to the theory that, you know how there's like male pickup artists that like will like figure out the tricks in women's brains. I think we have those same fucking tricks, because there's shit where I'm like, the answer is so obvious, and then a girl will do something cute or whatever, and I'm like, what? You know? And I think the movie really
Kayla's trying to tell us something.
Who's the chainsaw devil?
Denji.
Maybe Denji should have cubed Power's boob. What?
Hey, shout out Tomac, so fellow degenerate. I posted it in my Discord, so
nice.
We'll probably have some people trickling in. But maybe Denji should have cupped Power's boob.
Anyway, I just it's like the movie does is it'll be like, or I'll give you my thought process. I'm like, I don't know, I don't trust this girl. Okay, I really like.
Okay.
Hey, go for it, dude. I'm really into it. Oh, but I'm insecure about Makima. And I was like, fuck Makima. This girl is showing genuine interest in her.
Oh, Pochita.
I was like, here's the thing. I was like, this girl might be leading you on, but Makima is 100% leading you on. Try it with Reze. Because that is like, I'm like, what are you doing, dude? And I think it was the knowledge of this abusive relationship with Makima that made me go, get away to her, which again is often what happens. People go from one abusive relationship into another. You know, I'm sure people have often seen it, right? And I think that's what this was, is he goes, her and Reze, she's showing interest in him. He's showing up at the cafe, but like pretending he's not interested. And she's throwing herself at him. And it's just great. And then we get to the school and there's all this stuff. And meanwhile, we get this guy who's kind of this red herring, right? Who's like, oh, I've skinned people's entire family, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, and the whole time I know from the beginning with Reze showing up, something bad is going to happen with this girl. She's either going to do something bad or something bad is going to happen to her. But I knew the whole time, I'm like, this movie is good. It's making me care about this. I know I shouldn't be getting attached. I'm getting attached. But I knew, like, from the get-go, I'm like, something bad is going to happen here. Because it's called the Reze arc, right? She's not like a big recurring character. We're spending a lot of time building him up slowly.
Well, here's what I like about the red herring part is, if you didn't read past it in the manga, like if you go completely if you completely don't know, right, of what's going to go on, so like you see that okay, so we're familiar with the serial killer guy, and he's working with the typhoon thing or whatever, right? So because even still, like in the pool scene, they have the spider in the web catching the moth. And
if you're spoiling the manga, stop.
But
like, seriously, if you're actually spoiling the manga, I'm pissed at you.
Yeah. So, but basically, I was watching. What was I saying? Oh yeah. So you get that, and then he's like, okay. So the guy says,
"Oh, that's true. Yeah, but she is it. What, Vagabond? Are you okay?
Yeah. Am I free?
You're roboting like crazy, bro.
Oh shit! How about now?
Nope.
Am I good?
No.
You're
frozen.
Oh, for real?
Well, now you're talking properly, but now your screen is fucked.
Okay.
You're slowly coming back.
Okay, hold on. I have to close a bunch of windows or something real quick. So, let's see. Still no?
No, all it's right. Getting there. What were you fucking? What were you? Were you downloading shit?
No, I got a million things open. So
yeah, I've been there. I got to close more tabs often. So okay, she is also. Here's the thing, or was this revealed? I don't remember. All right, so what was gonna? So it's anyway. Sorry, what were you saying before you got fucking taken out by the feds?
Okay, am I back to normal?
Yeah.
Okay. So, I don't remember what where was the last thing you heard?
God, I don't know, dude. I was trying to get you back from the shadow realm.
Okay. You know? So I think with so with Reze, the foreshadowing is that okay, I'm trying to remember where I left off from. Okay, so basically, you get the scene with the the spider and is catching a moth in the web. So I was like, okay, maybe the moth is Denji, right? And then she's the spider, right? And they're showing that, and they're doing the pool scene and everything. But then at the same time, the red herring they throw at you is the serial killer guy that's killed killed one of like Denji's people, but in China or whatever. And he's talking about skinning them alive.
And how he used the family members to make him beg for death. And then we're cutting back to this new girl is getting attached to. So I go from this girl is a demon to this girl's going to get killed by this demon. And this whole thing is just going to be a heartbreaking experience. At no point, I want to make it clear, at no point did I think he was going to live happily ever after with this girl.
Well, same here. Well,
I would go, I want it. Please let it happen. But at no point if did I truly believe that was going to end well. But my thought was, okay, it's not going to be her betraying him. It's going to be her getting like eviscerated by this guy. And then he's going to, either way, this girl's going to be character development for him. Sorry, buddy.
Well, yeah. So I thought the same thing. I was like, when she's like,
had that happen in real life, by the way, where you meet a girl who's really good and you're like, God's using this for character development. This is too good.
Yeah. So basically what happened, remember, I got an ex in prison right now. So that was my So that's a whole other story of Vagabond's life. So, but other than that, basically what happens is like Denji is finally happy, right? He sees the girl of his dreams, whatever. She's trying to teach him. She's talking about, hey, let's just go leave together, or whatever, all that, right? Then when she's like, I need to go pee. So she goes there, and then you see that red light in the background. Now she's washing her hands. And then it's all of a sudden it turns into a fucking horror film of like
the tension.
The tension buildup on that part there, and the guy, she's like Denji, and like it turned into like a Halloween movie or like Michael Myers or some shit, right? Or Jason. And the guy's there just walking, and she runs, she trips and falls.
Why did she scream out for Denji though?
Well, I don't know, but so that at the same time. I think she truly loved Denji. Well, spoiling the very end, but I think she truly loved Denji. She was just lying to herself that she didn't love him to tell him that. But besides that, she runs and falls. She keeps running or whatever. The guy chases her to the roof. Denji is clueless and just thinking to himself of all the loves in his life, love interests in his life. And I'm sitting there, oh no, Denji's going to lose his happiness, right? That's what I was thinking right there, right? Is Denji's going to suffer his first major loss. And that's what I saw that scene as. And then when she turns around, the CQC grabs the guy's arm and shit and like tosses him to the ground and like chokes the fuck out of him while singing. I was like, holy shit. And then she's at that moment, I still thought she loved him, but she was hiding some shit as well too.
Yeah, that's what I'm like. Okay, so she's hiding some shit. Maybe she still likes him, but she goes. Wait, what did she say? Because this is what confused me. Okay, so the Tempest Demon was helping that guy.
No, it wasn't a Tempest Demon. It was the Typhoon.
Typhoon Demon was helping that guy.
Yeah. So that's why it was raining and stuff. So basically, because earlier on in the scene, because once you find out about the Typhoon Demon. When they're at the school, you see the clouds swirling around the school compared to the rest of the sky.
Right.
And mind you, go watch it in 3D again.
But so then, why does she team up with the Typhoon Demon?
Well, I guess once she does that, she's like, obviously she said she can kill the Typhoon Demon, and the demon's like, all right, I'll follow you. Well, the demons always make contracts with people anyway. That's what we find out in season 1. So that's where, like, the one that's like Cone, that's the main demon that I forgot the agency's name, but that's the main
Me
demon.
too.
Yeah, that's the one that they get, and then Aki got the future demon, so he can see slightly into the future or whatever. Season 1, so they make different contracts. There's just the clone one's the main contract everyone gets. So I think that's what all that was like. Okay, well now I'm going to use you after I killed your last master, which was the serial killer guy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I think.
Well, what I say, Kayla? So, or unless did she get to the part about my ex? I don't know if she's behind.
I don't know. Yeah, are you behind? I don't know.
So,
yeah, it might have been. All right, so I think one of the things that, that whole sequence, again, it's an emotional roller coaster because I'm like, oh, maybe she. I remember the whole pool scene. I'm like, when she gets in the pool and he's like, jump in. I go from this bitch is gonna rip your heart out to get in. What are you waiting for? Get in the fucking water, you dipshit. And I'm like, why am I so invested in these 16-year-olds?
Well, this is what they get you with. She does the trope in every horror movie where the girl's running and tripping over the most remedial shit.
Dude, this movie emotionally manipulates you so well. Like every little, like all the little things she does, like the tilting your head, the playfulness, the like. You know what I like about it is the movie makes these characters all so attractive, and Chainsaw Man is seen as very sexual, and it is very sexual compared to a lot of animes. Yet the characters and their attire and the way they're presented is a lot less sexual in a lot of ways, like from a visual standpoint.
Well, that's what I so.
But it almost feels like you ever see a character that has like her tits out and everything, but she doesn't radiate sexual energy in her actions and her body language. This is the reverse of that, where they just start wearing like you don't know what her cup size is or whatever because she's wearing like whatever clothing, but she radiates it and how she presents herself.
Well, my theory is the author or the mangaka. Basically, I think he's just doing it to where instead of focusing on just their attractiveness, is you got to figure out their personality as opposed to like, and they rely on that more than let's see, way more bare feet in the manga. Oh, I got to read the manga more. You're right up my alley. So, but other than that, I think what they're trying to do is build up like. Because you build a relationship with the characters as opposed to like, oh, well, this character is just hot and that's why we like him. I mean, so I think it's giving more emotional depth to the characters instead of just relying on just the attractiveness all the time.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's part of it. And I think then we get to, first of all, they swim together naked. And then it's like, oh, time to put her clothes back on. I'm like, what the? You fumbled the bag so hard, bro. I'm glad you did. You know, obviously it was a good decision. Would she have banged him? Why is she such a bitch, dude? Like
I think so. I just think Deji wasn't reading the Reze reading that. I think she would have. But he was just
with this woman who's manipulating him. And I think again, having that knowledge of knowing she's being manipulated by Makima makes this girl so much more appealing.
I like both of them, to be honest. But like,
yes, you fucking do.
I'm on both Team Makima and Team Reze. I'm also on Team Power, but I did get spoiled by Power. But that's a whole nother topic. But I think the other thing too was the Angel guy. That guy had a lot of screen time too.
Yeah, he did. And remind me again, when did he show up in season 1? Because I know he was there, but I'm trying to remember. Did he do?
I think he was in. If I remember, he was in season 1 a few times. I probably need to rewatch it or just read the manga again. He was just there as like one of the angels that would be. I mean, one of the demons that'll be around. But the dude was like, I think he's there for like on the basis of morality, right? So like he likes watching humans suffer or whatever. While they die because he's still a demon or whatever, instead of just trying to put him out of their misery. And then the ending scene, Makima tells him something like, "Oh, well, how come you didn't bring Aki? Of course you didn't want him to kill a girl. You're too nice." So like the angel guy still has a heart. It's just like I think he's there to be like some basis on like the teeter-totter on morals of what's good and bad or whatever and stuff like that. And that's just my theory, a Vagabond theory. Thanks for watching.
Dude, that ending, I'm just thinking about the implications of that ending. It's so harsh. But all right, let's get back into so we're building up, we're getting there. And at this point, like by the end of the school scene, when we're going on to the date, are you bought in on their relationship?
Yes, 100%.
Me too. And I think deep down I knew they should, because there is still the bit of me. That's one of the things is even when you're 100%, you're bought in on this, there's still that part of you that's like, something's off.
Well, okay, like I know she knows. Like, okay, so I know she knows
she's
more
hiding
than
something. She's
right,
awfully comfortable fucking killing that guy. Right.
Well, yeah. So I'm like, okay, well, because she's singing in Russian.
Russian?
Yeah, she was singing in Russian. And then she was talking about to Denji, would you rather be the mouse or the city mouse or the country mouse? And Denji wanted to be the city mouse. And then the other characters and the angel character talks about that too. That's why I think he's there for talk about morals on like subconsciously or whatever, because he tells you the story of what the city mouse versus the country mouse is. And then Makima has her version of the country mouse versus the city mouse as well. So that was like,
dude, this movie's deep, man. For Chainsaw Man, I didn't expect depth. I did not expect depth.
Yeah, like this is one of those you gotta watch it multiple times. Or
I'm excited. I'm gonna maybe I might make a point of it this weekend actually.
Because my second watch through, okay, did you notice at the after they leave the phone booth when he first meets Reze, when they zoom in on her neck, that's when you see the pull tab on her neck?
No.
See,
that's another thing. She has the choker in plain sight the entire time, but you wouldn't think anything of it.
It's not but if you rewatch it again, you're gonna notice they zoom in on it in front of your face, and you just the pull tab for the bombs right there. And I was like, they were foreshadowing that part as well too, with her being the bomb double.
Fucking hell, dude.
Like, it's worth the rewatch. I'm serious. Like,
I'm going to watch it again.
I'm watching it the third time.
So we get up to the roof. I might even read the manga. We get up to the fucking. Is the manga done?
No, it's still ongoing.
All right.
Because I see people on Twitter trying to post spoilers every time a new chapter comes out.
So the manga comes out, right? Or not? I'm sorry. So we get to the rooftop. We're like, yay! We're so fun. We get to see the fireworks, yay! And I'm like, well, let's run away together. I forget. Does he agree to run away with her?
No. So he goes.
At that point, I'm rooting against him. Like, dude, go with her. And I'm like, and then I realize I'm like, you motherfucker. I'm in the audience, and I'm still like, I have this thing in the back of my head, and I'm telling him to run away with this girl because, god damn it, she gave the goo eyes. She's doing everything right. She's treating him like a person. She's throwing herself at him.
I think that's the turning point. Is he says no. And then she's like, what do you... So here's why I think she knows more. She's like, what do you mean no? And he's like, there must be another woman. And then he mentions Makima's name. And she's like, you know Makima? And that's where it like everything clicks for her in her mind. So I think that's when things turn.
Oh, shit! All right, now I need to watch this movie again. I might need to talk about it again after.
Yeah.
Hell, god damn.
Yeah, so she's like, you know Makima, and so that's where like that's the crux of the turning point is right there. And you see it, like her whole expression changes. That's why I really think she really did love him. And what makes me think that it was the ending scene as well, but we'll get to that. But once he said that, she got mad, turned against him. I think she would have ran away with him, and then she goes in for a kiss, what he thought was just going to be a regular kiss, and then she bites off his tongue and then cuts him to pieces.
I remember when they kiss, I'm like, yeah! Then you see the blood drop. I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
Like, my first thought is, I fucking fell for it. You dumb piece of shit. Why did you fall for this?
But not only that, the way the music changed in that scene, like it's so good. It's like watching
absolute cinema. Cinema.
Like that scene alone was like the music changed, the whole attitude changed, and it just went crazy.
It's you know.
I love the Angel Devil, honestly. I do want to see more of him, so like I need to read the manga some more.
Dude, it makes me want. I might have to put aside some of my other reading and just dive into the manga. This shit is awesome, bro. Oh my god. Yeah, I might want to catch up.
Yeah. Like I got volumes 1 through 8. Let me see how many volumes there are.
Fucking hell, dude.
What? Like I've been buying so many books.
Oh, it's so good, dude. It's so well done. The music, the and then it just immediately it devolves, and she does it like I got your tongue, and I'm like, you fuck you bitch. But here's my question though, because you think on some level she loves him, and I agree, but why does she gloat about taking his tongue then and hurting him? If that's the case.
Well, okay, so she goes in for the kid. Well, that's when she turns into the psycho, and she cuts him up. So, well, I think I don't know. There might be more than one way that he could transform to Chainsaw Man. So he's getting ready to pull his arm. I mean, the tab on his chest, and then she cuts off his arm. He tries to do it again, and then she's like carrying his body away, and then that's when Shark Fiend comes and saves the day. And then no, but I think that was just I think she did want to kiss him, and then she just turned into Shiro from Dead Man's Wonderland for me. Mixed with that and the chick from Future Diary.
And then, dude, the outfit, the chainsaw outfit is crazy, or the whatever outfit she has, where she goes. But then when she pulls this and just blows him up, and then, dude, the snapping her fingers. Now, if you've read Phenomenova, you know I like the snapping the fingers characters. I like Roy Mustang and Full Metal Alchemist. I decided because he had lightning powers, and I was like, he should do something unique with them. And then I thought of the snap into a lightning bolt as his main attack. So I love that kind of shit. So what I love Sephiroth's attack at Smash Bros, where it goes. I don't even know if it's a snap. Like that kind of shit. So like, just the way she uses her fucking bomb powers is so interesting. Take a week to digest the movie before praising it as artistic merit. Remember your initial reaction to Star Wars The Force Awakens. This is true. In the locker room, he was the only one shitting on him when he came out. Oh, it's generic, whatever. And I was like, it's amazing. And everyone was siding with me. And now I think I agree with him.
Wait, that's the game, right?
No, The Force Awakens is the 7th movie.
With Daisy Ridley?
Yeah, he was the only one when it came out that was like questioning it. And we were all like, it's Star Wars!
No, the last one,
I was in high school, dickhead. I'm a better man now.
I was working at a video game studio. We went to see Rogue One as a group. That was the last time I watched Star Wars. It was Rogue One. Yeah, I'm thinking Force Unleashed. Like, yeah, that's what I was thinking. But yeah, I don't know. I'm done with Star Wars, but that's a whole nother discussion.
Yeah, let's talk about things we're not done with. That's another thing too. You guys don't understand. Star Wars is plenty of, right? But like, it could be overtaken, and right now it is being. And this, dude, it's so cool having shit that like new shit that I'm excited about, and people all over excited about. And this is it, man. We're in a renaissance. We're in a revolution, and what we're seeing here, just. Way so she like starts blowing him the fuck up, and at this point it's kind of like a blur. Like I remember moments, and I want to see how they bleed together again. But it's such a roller coaster at the end of this movie where she's just. I think that one part where she's blowing him up over and over and over and over and over again is just fucking like. It reminds me of that part in Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood where Mustang's just hitting Envy over and over and over and over and over. It reminded me of that. Except I was like, oh, no, now I'm not rooting for this.
Well, like the way it's done well is if you watch a lot of manga and anime, or read a lot of manga and watch a lot of anime, the festivals usually like that's like the climax of the love interest every single time. And that's what they included in here. Where the climax is like, okay, it's the festival. And it's always that scene on that hill with the little where they were at the location. I think even the Demon Slayer movie had that scene with the fireworks there, going off for the festival, and even recently, Please Put the Montakumis had the same thing where they finally collide. The climax of whatever. Doug, yes, you need a cat hat. I got more than one because the other cats are just asleep. So, but yeah, so you're like, oh man, Tenji's finally in love. And then all of a sudden the music changes. You see the blood dripping down. And I'm like, oh shit. Like they made me forget about it because of the fucking spider scene with the moth, and then it's like Shark Fiend, like, because you feel bad for like you want. I think the way I look at Denji is like I want Denji to be happy and to find the love of his life.
Yeah, I want him to like wake up. I'm like, you're in a trance, dude. Go talk to this girl, and I'm like, oh shit, she was also having me in a trance. Fuck. I'm like, God damn it.
Yeah, so
again, I hope this guy is married or something and that he found this girl and that he's not just like,
oh, the mangaka.
Yeah, I hope so. Because I immediately was like, this guy has had his heart broken. That was my immediate. I'm like, this guy knows what he's talking about. I'm like, this is rough, man. This guy's been through the ringer.
Yeah, he must have been in a lot of heartbreaks or whatever.
God damn, dude. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah. But yeah, honestly, other than that, it was like, so then the music goes to my favorite metal band from Japan, besides Baby Metal, Maximum the Hormone. I love Maximum the Hormone. So it starts playing their music, and I'm like, and so that's like the fight scene with them is like, so the fight scene is very fast paced, but it's more like the beginning part of the fight scene's like Terminator. These guys are fucking running away, and the Terminator keeps coming, and that's what the fight scene starts off. Is
they're just outclassed. She goes in this cutesy, like, I'm gonna fucking kill you and everyone you love.
Yeah. Basically, if you've seen
the Terminator scene, where she goes in the complex, that's actually such a perfect comparison. And wasn't that the one guy was a character we knew, right?
Which one?
The older guy.
Yeah, I think a lot of the characters that we did see in season 1 end up dying.
I need to rewatch season 1, bro.
The thing is, the girl that had the messed up legs, I think it's I need to read the manga afterward.
Did they fuck up her legs? I forgot about that.
Well, I think it's the girl that got psycho with the knife that one time.
Yeah, but I'm saying, did they? I knew she was on the ground, but I didn't know, like, were their legs seriously messed up?
I don't know. She panicked when they were trapped in that elevator.
She's like, oh, yeah, she was on the ground.
I think it's the same girl.
No, that was the same girl. But what happened to her legs? I thought she was just like on the ground.
Well, yeah, she was saying my legs. I can't move my legs or something like that.
Okay.
But every single time, both times to watch that scene, I'm like, is that the chick from the season 1?
Yeah, it is. No, I picked up on that right away.
But I think she's not dead. So, because the other thing,
by the way, crazy backstory. Hey, you're gonna either be a hooker or a demon hunter. I'm like, fucking what?
Yeah. Well, here's the other thing too. I think so I don't think the Bomb Devils. She only kills people that get in her way. I think everyone else. She just kind of leaves alone, right? Like the guy with the what's it called? Not Guy's Foss mask. What's that mask? The guy with the bird mask from Europe, where he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna fight her," and then he does that one kick. He's like, "All right, I need to fucking retreat." Everyone just retreat. Fuck this. She doesn't chase after him. She just kind of lets him go. I think she, and then there's other things where she's just like, she's telling people, just let me have Denji and I'll just let you go. So I don't think she means to kill anyone or whatever.
Except for Denji, though. That's the confusing thing. And I think she's a conflicted person. And again, I need to rewatch the movie. And I think the tough part is we'll never fully know what was going through her head. But it seems like, because she clearly like thinks he's dead when she like basically incinerates him.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Well, remember, I don't think she was trying to kill him completely because they want his heart. She wants his heart or whatever, right?
Wait, so what does she do after she blows him? Because I'm trying to remember.
All she does, she blows up all his limbs, and she basically makes it to where he's not movable.
He's a nugget.
Yeah. And so they blew off my shims back in Cotton Hill. So so she blows off all his limbs, so he can't pull the cord, he can't do anything, and she's just like carrying his body. And I think I know Kayla's mentioned earlier it was the heart for Pochita, whatever, or the chainsaw devil, because that's what they're after. I don't know if he can separate it or whatever, but I still think she loves him. And once it gets further on in there,
did she try to take the heart? I'm trying to remember.
She was trying to leave with the sloppy BJ double. So I think she was gonna I think she was just going to take his body to wherever the gun devil is.
Oh, and then she was gonna have him.
Yeah.
Oh,
so,
wait,
because
hang on.
I don't think she was outright trying to kill Denji. She was immobilizing him to take his body away.
That's a good point. That's a good point. See, this is why I'm asking you, because I'm 100% rewatching this. So then we have the fucking most insane fight with the typhoon, and so it's he gets the typhoon, Denji gets the shark, and they go all. I remember at a certain point, I was just like, bro, I just like blinked, and I'm like, now they're in the sky. Like, I know I actually was watching, but it's like they're in the sky. We got to do this. She just like the little punches on him, and the fight goes insane. Somehow the shark can survive the punches, and that's one of the things I do like about this is Demon Slayer is very meticulous to an extent with what like demons have powers, the blah blah blah. This one is just kind of throws shit at you and you have to figure it out. You go, I guess
that's why I say I don't think she was trying to outright kill him, because we've seen her blow shit up like it's nothing. But when it comes to Denji, it's never trying to blow him up completely. It's just do the least I can do to make sure he's still somewhat alive.
So wait, so you don't think she was manipulating him the entire time?
No,
she was genuinely cared for him until so something changed when he said the word Makima.
Hold on. Ronald Skinburn. I think that's right.
Oh no, wait. She knew he was a demon hunter from the beginning because she brought it up from the beginning.
Well, she wanted him to run away from her or whatever. But no, I got more than one hat. It's been cold lately since it's been raining, so I've been wearing this. So you remember that I wear a beanie and they'd be on top of that too.
All right, so I have beanies. Go to my merch store, guy. Check them out. No, but it's great, man. The whole fucking movie is just superb.
Yeah,
and okay, sorry, continue.
No.
I'm just dissecting it. I would love to do like a fucking full analysis of every little thing. God damn it, I need to get my 3D ticket.
Once it comes out on Blu-ray, I'm buying it. I'm sorry. Like,
I might too.
If there's a way to watch it, I kept my 3D glasses, which is still in my car. If they have on the Blu-ray, like I want to be able to watch in 3D at home. Like, it's so good. It's
fucking unreal.
Like I said, the 3D. I know some people don't care for the 3D and the 3DS. I love the 3D and the 3DS, like the new 3DS, and that's how the 3D movie was.
Dude, I mean, holy shit! And then like, fuck, man, or like the way they pour the blood in, and then Angel Devil. Remind me, he's like he wants to die, and then he sacrifices a few months of his life for him.
No. If he touches somebody, they lose. Anyone he touches start losing their life. So
he took 2 months off of. Wait, Aki?
Yeah, he took 2. Because remember, Aki made a pact with the Future Devil in season 1, to be able to have foresight in the future. But at the same time, that cost him his life, where he only has 5 months to live. So within the 5 months,
that's right.
Aki wants to use all his 5 months to live. 5 years. I'm sorry, 5 years to live to go kill the Gun Devil as revenge, because the Gun Devil killed his whole village and his family and everything.
That's why I like Aki so much. He has the clearest motivation. Yeah. He's the most selfless. He's still my favorite. But Denji, I'm coming around you. But I really fucking like Aki.
Yeah, Aki just wants fucking revenge and do what he can to kill the Gun Devil. So then Makima, I think so. My opinion of Makima, back to her, I guess, is I think she wants to kill the Gun Devil, as well, but she goes through unconventional means to get to her end result, and the movie validates that for me, because when she talks to Reze, she brings up the mice again, the city mice and the country mouse again, and then she was talking about she grew up going to her friend's farm, indicating that she used to be a country mouse. And because, okay, I think a lot of the women characters also had bad stuff happen to them. So we know Reze, we find out she grew up in an orphanage that they were experimenting on all the children until an American journalist exposed it during the Soviet Union. And since it's that case, I think it takes place, if for him to be 16, it probably takes place, the whole series takes place in the early 2000s, if they're mentioning the Soviet Union.
Yeah, wait, hold on. That's a good point, because she'd be old as fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah,
well,
wait,
I don't think they said
about that.
I don't think they said Reze's age, but she has to be, if we're assuming she's 16, and then to now she's either in between 16 and 30 in the 30s.
Nope.
I mean,
not even from him. Nope. We're not.
Okay.
No, but dude, oh my god, like the whole movie, like start to finish, like it just, like I was just like enthralled. Like the whole, I'm hanging on every detail, and it makes me want to go back through. So when people are like they don't buy it, I'm like, or when people would tell me like that, like I get it if you think it's slow in the beginning, but I thought it made every bit of action, like we're talking about the way she blows things up, who she blows up, how she blows them up. All of that matters because we have gotten to know her on such a personal level that we're like, maybe there's reasoning behind this. Maybe there's, or Makima, even like that, the dates in the beginning make the action mean something, you know?
Yeah. Because the one older guy from season 1, he explains the where Reze comes from at the end. Yeah. And then I know I'm skipping some scenes towards the ending part.
I know, but it's hard. It's just like it's so much anyway.
Yeah. So heads up, Denzi wins the fight. So but he doesn't outright kill her. He to win, he chains her up and wraps her around himself, and they jump into the ocean.
That was such a great way to end it too.
Yeah.
Wait, so I'm confused. So was she not, because the typhoon, was she not blowing? Well,
the typhoon devil. Yeah, the typhoon devil got killed. So Denji. Oh, and this is a reference. Was she not
wet at any point during that fight?
Yeah, she was.
So then why was he saying that? Why did the water work on her then?
Wait, say that again.
Okay, so was she blowing shit up while the rain was pouring on her?
Yeah.
So then why didn't he say something to the effect of, "Oh, like water will stop you" or something? Or
you basically he was saying, "I bet you can't use the bombs and water or whatever."
But she wasn't she the whole time?
Well, it was just raining. Like, I mean, bombs can still explode in rain.
And rain, but not underwater.
Yeah.
Dude, imagine if he was wrong. I bet you can't do it in water, and then she just fucking blows him up.
Well, I mean, unless there's a torpedo devil or something, or I don't know.
Dude, that'd be crazy. The torpedo belt. She's like, "You didn't factor me in, did you?"
No, but so the typhoon, which I thought there was all a reference to Spider-Man, was because the shark fiend. So Aki's like, "You know more about the chainsaw devil, don't you? And you're not telling us. What can you tell us?" And so then Shark Fiend's like, "Well, you can use the chain." So there must have been a chainsaw man before, or whatever. I'm assuming. So basically, he was indicating that you can swing from building to building with your chains like a spider web. So I was like, "Oh, a reference to Spider-Man." And Denji was so dunce that he's like, "Oh, I can use my chains to wrap them around the Shark Fiend and ride him like a horse."
Oh yeah, because that's what he meant. Like he could swing.
Yeah, like Spider-Man swinging from web.
And so wait, that's what he meant, and then Denji took it.
No, well, Denji. So basically, he was telling Denji to be like Spider-Man, but I guess Spider-Man don't exist in their universe. So instead, Denji's like, "I'm gonna ride the Shark Fiend like a horse."
Yeah, no, that was interesting because that's what I had. And then when she wraps him around, she beats him, and now we have. But wait, sorry, real quick. I'm confused. So Aki, when he touches someone, they lose life too?
No. Aki is already his lifespan is 5 years. But the angel, remember the angel was getting sucked into the typhoon?
Yeah.
And he was holding the angel by the shirt, and then he lost the grip, but the angel was like, "Just let me die anyways. This is probably my time to go." But instead, Aki grabs him by the hand, which was closer to him, which saved the angel's life, but ended up taking 2 months of lifespan from himself. And
Aki?
Yeah, Aki lost 2 more months. So Aki's probably got like 4 years and 10 months.
Bro is cooked. Wait, how does he lose life from doing that?
Well, remember the angel guy killed his own village when he was born?
Yeah.
And he could turn people into weapons or whatever. Or so somehow he could turn people's life force into weapons or something like that.
Yeah. So okay. I don't fully get, but I don't get how that results in him taking.
Well, I don't know, but like completely. I think the angel guy is a cross between Christ and the devil at the same time.
No shit, but I just don't get why that resulted in Aki losing 2 months.
Well, because the angel devil, I'm assuming the angel devil takes life and absorbs that and puts it into weapons.
Gotcha.
Like Aki's sword is one of the weapons that the angel made.
Gotcha. 1 second. Let's bring in this guy. How's it going? Your screen is black. Oh, there you go. How you doing? We're getting towards the end of the movie, but we're gonna keep talking for a bit. But we'll give you your thought. Let's get your thoughts overall, real quick, on the movie.
10 out of 10 movie, better than the Demon Slayer one.
Yeah, we all are in agreement. I'm very impressed with this movie.
Yeah, I gave it. I think I'm tired of people being afraid of giving something a 10 out of 10. Like
I think it might be a 10 out of 10. I'm right now not ready to, but I think I might be.
You literally have to invent something why it's wrong with the movie to give it a lower score.
Yeah, I kind of agree. That happens. So, dude, it is. All right, and then we get to so he wraps himself in. They both go to the bottom of the water, right? And they're laying in the water, and they both pass out, and they wake up on the beach. But you notice it shows her, because obviously we know Denji lives. The fact that it shows her eyes first, right? Doesn't it show her eyes first?
Well, it shows her eyes. Her eyes flicker to black, and then you see her head down as she passes out.
Right, but then you see her on the beach.
Yeah,
and I remember being happy. I'm like, yay, she's on the beach. And I'm like, why am I cheering for this bitch after everything she just did?
Well, because they do so well making you fall for her as the audience.
And I'm like, God damn it, I shouldn't be happy. And you know what happened? I cheered again when he goes in to kiss her. And then I got punched again. I'm like, am I stupid?
Well,
I fell for her twice.
Well, okay. That's why I think she was lying that she was saying she was lying that she didn't love him. And so I think the whole time she did have feelings for him. Mm-hmm. And then because then that's when she's like, oh, she's getting ready to leave because she doesn't want to be haunted down by Makima. And she's like, you know what? I'm going to go see Denji at the cafe still. And then she retraces her steps until we get to the final climax scene where it just shatters all of our hearts because we're like, yes, Denji can be finally happy. And then all of a sudden she's getting ready to get out the alleyway, and then from a strike from above happens, and then all these rats and shit.
Dude, fuck that ending, bro. I'm like, that is probably the most heartbreaking way it could have ended. And yeah, because fuck you. She gets on the train, so she gets a second chance. I'm like, okay, so wait, she just killed all those people. I guess she gets off because she's cute. Okay, that's kind of fucked up, but whatever. I'm like, all right, she doesn't even have to redeem herself. She's literally getting off scot-free after everything. And I'm like, this is like a weird ending. All right, whatever.
So
and then
question.
Yes.
Has anyone else here read the manga?
I read volumes 1 through 3. I have volumes 1 through 8. I haven't read all of them yet.
I have volumes 1 through 16, and I've read everything that is going to be in part 1 of the anime.
What's part 1 of the anime?
I think that's 1 through 4.
It's 1 through 11.
Oh, okay.
So
okay, you mean season 1? Because I think
no. Season 1 is the first like 2 or 3 volumes.
Right. But then the Reze arc is like volume 6, right? Or volume 5 and 6.
Oh yeah. Volume 5 and 6.
So why are they doing parts?
No, they're not. The story itself is split up into parts.
Okay. So.
And there's 22 volumes so far.
Yeah.
And how many parts are there going to be total?
No clue. We didn't even know there was going to be a part 2 until when we should have gotten the end screen. Instead, it said, see you in part 2.
Chainsaw Man is the most exciting manga in 10 years, says Adam Lawson. Welcome. Yeah, I mean,
I wouldn't go that far, but it's.
Why, what do you think?
It's top. It's top 100%.
See, when you were
puts it in their
telling me,
top 3, when someone puts it in their top 3, I don't disagree.
What do you think is the number 1?
Berserk.
But that's not in 10 years.
Well, I was going to say that's not the last 10 years.
Oh, you said I missed that part. The last 10 years.
Last 10 years.
I don't know. I think it could be a toss-up from anything really.
Depends. It depends on what your taste is. Like for me, if we're talking ongoing, Gachakuda. If we're talking done, Hell's Paradise.
I watched the first episode, but I just don't think I was in the right mood.
Jujutsu Kaisen is so-so. It's really, really good action, and the first third of the entire series is immaculate setup. But then I
heard the payoff is horrendous.
The shonen it's a victim of the shonen release crap. Because what happens is shonen schedules are brutal to the point where manga authors just straight up die. It's awful. So that's how Kentaro Miura, the author of Berserk, died before he was able to finish his story himself. It's not directly confirmed, but the amount of times that guy got sick from overwork, it's pretty obvious that he died as young as he did because of the industry.
Who the writer of Berserk?
Kentaro Miura, the writer of Berserk. And a lot of people are really, really, really scared that that's what's going to happen with Eiichiro Oda, the writer of One Piece. Because he keeps going into the hospital every other month at this point, and it's getting really, really scary. I'm like, dude, at this point, pause the story where it's at and just say, see you in part 2. Do what Chainsaw Man did.
Yeah, I get I get heartbroken with super long series and stuff because I don't have an eternity to read all of it. So and my first long series that broke my heart was what was it? Detective Conan.
Yeah, I've seen a season of that. It's okay. I like it.
Well, the problem is it goes into Scooby-Doo territory where, it didn't start off that way, but it's you had a plot where, he got turned to a kid by this evil organization and he was the best detective in the world. So he's solving these crimes as a kid, but he's also trying to figure out who turned him to a kid so he can get back to being himself again as an adult. And it's been over thousands of episodes, and it's they forgot their own plot point or some shit. And I was like, well, what's the point of me even reading this anymore if you're not gonna try to solve the mystery anymore? So I'm out. So that's how I am for Detective Conan.
So, all right, getting back to Chainsaw Man. Oh boy!
Natsuki Fujimoto is definitely one of the top manga writers ever.
So what else has he done?
Man guy. Okay, his very first manga that I've read, he's done a few one shots, but here it is. Hold on, let me grab it.
Did he do One Punch Man? Did I see that right?
No,
Fire Punch. Fire Punch.
All right.
This is a better. I don't know. I got to find a way to word this carefully. This is a better dark comedy action sci-fi than Rick and Morty. Unlike Rick and Morty, the nihilist humor in this actually hits 100% of the time.
Oh, okay. Well,
so it goes to dark places, though. Let me tell you. It gets dark. So the guy's on fire. It is a very dark story.
So the Japanese have naturally very long lifespans. The CIA and Mossad are killing manga authors because they can finish their. I disavow. I disavow. I should have read that before I pulled that up on.
That would, you know what's crazy? That wouldn't be like the craziest thing our government has engaged in.
It would
So
not.
like it wouldn't.
would
It
not.
would. It as uninterested in believing that as I am, I would not be shocked at all.
They be, what would be better? You should hire me, guys, to write comics. The CIA. Well, actually, no, because then they'd probably be like, "Why are you writing? Why are you? If I ever criticize the government, or anything, they're like, well, Vaughn, you can't write this.
Put it back.
Put it back. Yeah, no. Focus on the pretty colors. All right, do these little fun stories. But no, and it's been great. Like just seeing this, it's like Chainsaw Man just fucking evolved to the next level, and I'm just like, it makes me want to dive back through what I've already seen, and man, when he pulls her down, and then we see her on the beach, and he's like, all right, whatever. That whole sequence, it gets to that end, and then the end credit scene happens, right? Where he's sitting there, and I'm like, he doesn't know that she came back for him.
No, like I saw someone someone voiced what the older fans like me used to say when we were reading it as it was coming out. There's a not 0% chance that like she died thinking he set her up.
Yeah.
Like she probably thinks that like obviously she did like him, so she's not like furious or anything. But like if he ever does like the anime thing and just pulls a revival out of his ass and she just shows up again, she'll probably be like pissed at him.
Well, I don't want any revival. I like the don't come back type of thing.
I'm just simply saying the universe as it's been explained thus far has precedent for weird shit, so nothing would surprise me knowing this spider.
It's okay if you want to bring her back, man.
So
this movie really hit me on so many levels. I was like, fuck this bitch. I love this bitch. Both at the same time. Then I'm like,
we can all agree Beam is the MVP, right?
Who's Beam?
Oh,
Shark.
Yeah, that's Shark Fiend. That's Shark Fiend.
Oh.
But
yeah,
okay.
he just shows up out of nowhere. He became cool. Yeah,
Beam's the kind of team player who gets 2 kills, 35 assists, and 40 revives.
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked him a lot, man. He was fun. Everyone kind of served their purpose. Mads Mikkelsen was cool for 2 seconds when he showed up. Did you see that? Have you seen the shitty? Hang on, I gotta post this. I fucking love this so much. I saw this on my timeline. Do you guys ever watch like follow the account terrible fan posters?
No.
Yeah, I gotta show. This shit is so fucking bad. I've
been following VTuber feet connoisseur.
No, cursed. The only good part of that is in the back right corner.
Oh man.
Who? Mads Mikkelsen?
Yeah, is the only good part.
Yeah, I could see him being Japanese. I can't, but I would just, hold on. I love the PG-13, like Hollywood would totally water it down. Directed by Quentin Tarantino.
No, see, like
Tom Holland, Zendaya.
I would not trust a live action adaptation of Chainsaw Man because knowing Hollywood, they do something childish like make Denji fuck Makima in the first episode. Like they do something like that 100%.
See, here's the other thing too. Like, so for the movie, they listened to the fans of the manga because season 1. Did I mention this earlier?
I know when Chainsaw Man came out, you were like, "This is peak. This is amazing." And I remember telling you I liked it, but I just didn't think it was a masterpiece.
So they listened to the folks.
This movie is a masterpiece. Like, holy shit!
Because a lot of people. That's
why I was blown away. Because like I had higher expectations for Demon Slayer, lower expectations for this one. Sorry, continue.
Yeah. No. So people thought season 1 was too light compared to the manga. So they listen and they darken everything and try to make it more of the manga like compared to season 1.
The art style did change. Yeah, I noticed that.
Yeah,
not like drastically, thank God, but it was pretty great.
Yeah. I watched it twice. I watched it first the day before it released, and then I watched it in 3D on last Sunday.
So good, dude.
But yeah, so I don't know if you know about the 3D, but the 3D, if you're familiar with the 3DS,
The 3DS, yeah.
well, Pirate Devil.
Yeah.
Okay, so the 3D is like the 3D and the 3DS. So instead of things coming out you, they put a lot of barriers in between. So it's like it goes into, you really feel the depth of it. It was really well done. And if you're doing sub, the sub was also in the 3D effect. So like when Denji or someone's in the foreground, and then there's someone in the background, in the middle ground realm is the subtitles. And they made it to where like it wouldn't even go across the screen or either. It would be directly in relation to where the viewer is watching. It was, if you can see it in 3D, go watch it. I highly recommend it.
I'm going to. I'm very. Oh my god, man! It's so good. It's and I like. First of all, how can you still like Makima, Vagabond? What the fuck? So wait, Makima killed her for what? Because of what she did, or because she wanted to still control?
There is not an answer to that. That isn't spoilers. So
okay,
just postulate.
I think both. She's jealous and she wanted to kill. I think both she was jealous. And
she's not jealous. She doesn't give a fuck about Denji as a person.
I think she does care about Denji.
No,
but
she was not. All right. Well, Wyatt knows the answer to this. So we're gonna...
But I think it's two things. So Reze is a competing girl. She's also connected to the Gun Devil, and Makima. Whatever the Gun Devil has done to everybody, I think Makima is probably one of his victims as well, or whatever. And she's totally after him 100%. But I do think she cares for Denji.
So here's my question: why do you think that it goes? Having read the manga, did you read the manga before you watched season 1 or no?
Yeah,
because I remember hearing
Chainsaw Man is
like when it was brand new. Everyone was like, Chainsaw Man's the shit.
Chainsaw Man was, I believe it was done back in, when did Chainsaw Man Part 1 finish in the manga? No, Google, I am not interested in AI images. Yeah, the first part of the manga was done back in 2020. So when they announced the anime was being done by the Jujutsu Kaisen people, I was like, oh, I gotta make sure I know what's what going into this, because Jujutsu Kaisen was an animation trip, so I gotta see that. And then I read it, the entire first part, because I bought it. I have everything up to volume 16. I gotta get more of that next time I'm in town. But yeah, it was awesome. It was in fact the peak that it was promised. Like I was hesitant at first to believe the hype, because everyone thinks their series is the best series. Just look at the My Hero Academia fandom.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I kind of stopped.
To their credit, that final season is really good looking. My brother is sending me clips every week.
Oh, it is the final season. Is it over?
No, the final season is airing right now, and my brother's watching it.
So but the manga's over?
Oh, the manga's been over. Yeah, the ending was awful. That's why I'm no longer a fan. It was really, really funny. I stuffed all my Hero Academia stuff.
I was told some stuff.
I stuffed all my Hero Academia stuff into a bag, and then took it to a friend's house and gave it to him. Oh, and he got scared that I was going to kill myself. And I'm like, no, I just want to get rid of this. I literally just don't want to own this anymore. I have all the rest to look forward to. Don't worry. But yeah, the ending of My Hero Academia was ass. It was not Attack on Titan bad. But
I didn't mind the Attack on Titan ending, but
the manga. No, did you read the manga though?
No, I didn't read. I didn't read the manga.
The manga version is much worse. The manga version is clearly a first draft, And while I still am not crazy about the anime's ending, the anime definitely touched up some bits.
Well, yeah, because what was it? Since this was the guy's first manga as well, like the Hanji's death, spoilers. I know in the manga it was like real short, but then when he talked to the studio doing the anime, they were able to flesh out what
They
he
gave it a minute,
actually,
yeah.
And gave
But
it
another, I'm more referring to that last like stretch, like the last chapter worth.
Yeah,
is where it all kind of goes to shit irreparably because he wanted so bad there's 9 titans. Oh, they can only live 13 years. Oh, I have to end it at chapter 139. I have to. So watch as I cram like
oh shit,
8 arcs worth of exposition into one epilogue and then wonder why people are acting like this all came out of butt fuck nowhere and are super disappointed.
Yeah.
So like that was Mappa did what they could with a lost cause in terms of the final season. So even though it's not my favorite, they still fixed it up. And hey, you know what? Even if it was completely awful or not, those first 3 seasons are still 10 out of 10. So yeah. But yeah, so like I said, Chainsaw Man, I read the manga, and then that season 1 came out. I watched it. I liked it. I think people on the internet were a bit over dramatic. I think it was a pretty decent. It was like a why am I blanking? Not Scorsese. What was the name on that fan poster we just saw?
Tom Holland. Oh no, Quentin Tarantino.
Tarantino. Yeah. The first season is like just a really bright ass Tarantino movie, and I kind of fuck with it.
Well, what I like about the first season was it made me want to read the manga. So that's what it did for me. Was like I heard the complaints, but after the first season, I was like, all right, I need to I don't want to wait for the next thing to happen. So I just started buying the manga, and then after I read volume 1, I was like, oh, okay, I can see where people were like, oh, where it was complaining about. But I was like, I gotta keep reading it. I like the story. I like that Denji's motivation is just getting laid or having a relationship. I like
the simplicity of it, but I just didn't see it as the master. I was like, compared to Demon Slayer, where you see his family ripped. I'm like, I just didn't see it. But now, after this arc, it makes me want to dive back through and go, okay, there's more going on. I had a feeling there was more going on in Chainsaw Man, but it makes me go, okay, yeah, this is something. Like I knew there were deeper things, but man, this is wow. It's so good. This movie is so good. God.
And just so we're clear, in case it wasn't clear, arc season 1, I think it's everyone here's seen season 1, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
So what episode is it where the people with the guns show up? Is that episode 8?
Something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the start. The Chainsaw Man shifts from Chainsaw Man into Painsaw Man.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying is like at that point in the show was like my favorite stuff because I started seeing hints of something deeper. And like I said, Himeno was probably my favorite. And then we see her get taken away. And Aki, I really like Aki. I'm like, fuck, man. And it was and now like this, I was like, oh, it's a nice date. And I know I'm like, fuck you. This is not good. And then I don't know, the end credit scene, is that something that happens in the manga or no?
Yes.
Okay. Because Power, I'm like, at this point, I was like, get the fuck out of here, bitch. You're not worthy. And how this movie, again, what a roller coaster, dude. It went from like literally within the same scene, be like, I love this bitch, fuck this bitch, I love this bitch. And it was like, from the beginning, crazy.
Well, I will say this. I'm glad I didn't read up to volume 6 yet when I watched this movie. Because like, my first watch through, because I didn't know what's going to happen, right? I did know because of the the posters and shit. There's a new chick, but like
I was like, she's not gonna last. But
okay, I was like, okay, Denji's torn between her and Makima. Then they got the then she's like teaching himself. They're at the school or whatever, and then but there's a serial killer, and then it turns into a Halloween movie where she's running, screaming for Denji, and Denji's off the fuck daydreaming and shit. And I'm like, oh, come on. No, she's gonna get skinned alive. Even though I was watching the scene with the fucking spider and the moth, right? Which was foreshadowing, but then I forgot the foreshadowing part because she turned into the damsel in distress and shit. And I'm like, oh man, Denji's about to suffer his first major loss, right? And then, I mean, love wise, his first major loss, love wise, or whatever. And then, so then it gets to there, and then it turns out she's actually a badass and chokes out the motherfucker out of there, or whatever. And I was like, okay, there must be something between her and Makima or whatever. And then we get to the fireworks scene where we see that.
Crazy, man. It's fucking crazy. This movie, so when you go in, because I'm gonna definitely read the manga. Might even put off a bit of Invincible to read it. I'm always starting new series, right? But when you read the manga, and Alita too, I need to finish. And now you know all this going in. Are you at any point like, is there anything that's disappointing or anything you're like over expecting? Are you just as excited? Like, what's your thought process walking through? Like when you're going in, are you excited for this movie? Are you worried about this movie? Was there anything, you didn't think was done well or what?
I thought the movie was done really well.
Do you think it was done better than the manga in some ways?
Mappa has a tendency of adapting the source material with a twist. Like they don't change it, they just make it distinct. Like they add some flair to it that makes it worth seeing. Like other anime adaptation places make it a bit. They make it like shot for shot. Others just don't follow the source material at all. Like, for example, when Puchita is fantasizing about the different women, that scene lasts a good 10 seconds longer than it does in the manga. And we get a few more seconds of shots than we do in the manga, which is funny.
Gotcha. Seconds. So as in
you can tell someone at
they were like, we need this.
Someone at Mappa really wants to blow Powers back out.
Okay, so that was not it, though.
A good choice, man. I was like,
well, no.
Right,
it's the same. It's just they added like 3 seconds of an extra ass shot. So I'm like, okay, we know who your favorite is, animator. I see you there.
What does Power do this whole movie? She doesn't do anything this whole movie.
No.
She's getting sucked dry by Makima off screen.
But that takes the whole days? And while the city's getting destroyed? What is Mads Mikkelsen guy doing in this movie?
Kishibe isn't that strong. He's just a dude.
I thought it was him when the guy got killed off in the beginning. I thought that was him.
You know how Aki...
We're not in the beginning. You know how like she takes the heads of the two guys? I thought one of those guys was him when I was watching.
Nah. You know how Aki is like holding on for dear life and getting like thrown around and smacked around by everything going on in this movie?
Yeah.
That's what would happen to Kishibe if he was here.
Gotcha.
Like he's got some stuff going on, but he's not powerful. He's just
but Power is just getting drained the entire time?
Well, since we don't see the process, we just have to assume it takes a long time.
She probably also needs like a recuperation process because she's literally having like life energy siphoned from her because she's too strong now.
Toma.
Yeah. So, I mean, overall, I'm going to watch this movie again. I'm very excited. Yeah. That's not true. I just have more things to say, but I think we're about there, man. I want to just enjoy some. I might even start reading the manga.
Yeah, it's worth it. Honestly, too, for the folks out there that probably haven't read the manga or watched the first season, I think you can watch the movie without knowing anything.
But you shouldn't.
Yeah, if you want more context, then just binge season 1 real quick or whatever.
Dude, I love Reze. She's so complicated. She's so well done. It was kind of weird though that they just I think the way they unveiled the information about her was weird. I do think that was kind of where it's like, hey, this about her, like it never comes up.
Yeah, where Keisha Bay's just like, yeah, so the socialists love to torture them kids. I think this bomb bitch was one of them.
Yeah, it just kind of drops, like it never comes out through any dialogue.
It's funny because he has it's hilarious because he has no reason to think that because no one else except the Typhoon, no one else except the Typhoon Devil. No one else except the Typhoon Devil heard her speaking Russian. So everyone else, you could make an assumption, like maybe he was like, oh,
there's no way that's real.
Well, I think Makima knew. Like I know Makima knows more things than she lets on to be.
Well, like if you want to be like super credible to it, you could be like, oh, the bomb devil was in Russia the last time they heard about it, so the bomb fiend they would all just assume is Russian. But like the show doesn't say that, so we don't know if that's the logic.
Well, the other thing too, because they also did it too with everyone talking about the city mouse versus the country mouse. Because there's no other reason why everyone having separate conversations talking about the same thing. That same little story that
Makima,
what the fuck was that? That was
Makima, the thing, a lot of people misunderstand what happens in the alley. Makima is not, the rats are not a power. The rats are just a stage hazard. Makima, that's a reveal that Makima controls and sees through animals, meaning that she has been listening and watching the entire time.
Wait, hang on. Was that revealed later in the manga? Is that a spoiler?
No, that's what the rats mean. A lot of people don't get that on the first view.
Well, Miss Makima, if you're out there, my DMs are open.
Vaughn, the thing about Makima is even when you learn her deal, her powers aren't exactly consistent. She's just mad strong, evil bitch. That's her whole shtick. So even when you learn every detail about her later on in the story, you're still going to be like, wait, so what was that thing where you were squishing prisoners in season 1? Was that just a thing you can do?
Makima, again, my DMs are open. You don't have to spy on me.
Remember when the gun people are attacking and she wants to kill them? So she lines up like some ex-cons and starts killing them, like squishing them. She like rubs her hands together like this, and the prisoner dies, and then some dude across town splatters all over the floor.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I remember watching that and then being like, knowing what I know, full context, full spoilers, knowing all of that, how does this relate to her? Where does this power come from exactly?
Well, I think Kayla in chat saying it's because she's the control devil.
So what devil would we be?
What devil would I be? I don't know. I don't know if I can tell you guys, honestly.
The goon devil?
I'd be the woman devil.
What do you mean you'd be the woman devil?
Because I'd be mad powerful because so many people all over the world are afraid of women.
Well, not me. I'll be like the sniffing devil, but or some.
Wait, you feel that you would be the woman devil? Or are you saying something?
No, I'm being sarcastic. Because the way it works is you'd be really, really strong based on how people are scared of you. So like primal fears like falling and darkness and stuff like that are really strong devils.
Gosh.
But like then you have the chainsaw devil who is like a puppy because people don't really think about chainsaws enough to be afraid of them. And then you have the tomato devil, which is like a large freak beast looking thing, but it goes down hella easy.
Yeah, yeah. Are you afraid of women, dude? I would take that as a yes.
I'm afraid of
I'd say. I don't know. I got to think about it.
Yeah, I have to think about it.
But why? I have a question about the 5-year thing or the 2-month thing. When he grabs, because Vagabond and I were trying to say this. So he grab. Why does he take 2 hands off of the guy's life when he touches him? I forget how the powers work.
Angel Devil just kills things when he touches skin to skin.
Oh, okay.
That's literally it.
So he took 2 months off of the guy's life?
Yeah, because for the
Aki,
time. That,
yeah, because Aki grabbed his hand to save him.
Wow. Okay.
So now he's at what, 4 years, 10 months?
that's what I said.
Kayla the Den Mother Devil. I could see it. I'm the like, I don't know. I'm the handsome devil. How's that? All right,
No,
guys?
I would be like the jack of all trades devil. Like I can do some bit of everything, but I wouldn't be
The master.
powerful. Yeah, because I could do a lot of things. So I think
I'd be the book devil.
Yeah, like
I'd be like Uncle Ruckus. Raid.
like because like I would have every power except I wouldn't be as powerful as whatever devil it was, the power or whatever, right? So I think that would be me.
You'd try to use like the fire hose devil.
Mm.
You'd try to be You'd be like the fire hose devil, except you're a squirt gun.
Yeah.
Oh man. So, yeah, sorry you couldn't get here earlier, but I think we had fun. I'd be the lazy devil. This is because I want to look into analyses of this whole movie. And it's like I know that there's all these questions I have. A lot of them are going to be hints to things to come, just based on how brilliantly told this story is. You could tell there's just this web being weaved. How many chapters are we in the manga?
There's 22 volumes, so
that's at least 220. I want to say. Give me
God damn.
Chainsaw Man current. I could be wrong. Normally it's 10 chapters per volume, but sometimes manga have a higher amount. As of September 4th, 2025, 22 volumes have been released. There are over 190 chapters out.
That is insane. All right, so I got to talk
part
about
one. Part one is chapter 1 through 97. Part 2 is chapter 98 and beyond, currently ongoing. And talk to my for positionals, the Reze arc is chapter 34 to 43, I believe.
Which is in volume 6, right?
I believe so. Give me a second. Chainsaw Man manga chapters, Bomb Girl arc.
All I know though is the figures that are going to be sold after this too are going to be like the $400 or $500 range and will be off the chain.
This is insane, bro. This whole
Bomb Girl arc is chapter 40 to 52. It's 12 chapters.
Okay.
40 to
so we're making really good headway as far as adaptation is considered, because every time something releases, we're getting a lot of pacing done.
I don't know what, because I'm looking at what my artist is doing, and I'm like, because he's doing great work. I'm like, can we get even a fraction of that manga rate?
So
how fast this guy does it?
Ronald goes, rumor has it Studio Map is putting Chainsaw Man on hold from 27 to 29 in order to produce an animated version of an American series, The Office.
That's amazing.
What?
He's fucking with you. He's clearly fucking with you.
Well, when I read the Office part, I was like, what? So
now, if you want to talk about something that's clearly on hold, tell me why I still ain't heard shit about Hell's Paradise Season 2.
I don't know what that is.
The one I'm mad about. You're familiar with World Trigger?
I've heard of it, yeah.
So the
Boys,
manga.
I think I might get into some Chainsaw. Do I have to? I should read the first 52 chapters, or can I pick up? I should probably read it. Right?
I'd buy it. Support the artist.
All right.
Yeah. So World Trigger, the mangaka, would hold the series a hostage because basically, if he feels not enough people are watching the series, he puts it, even if it's fully animated, he'll say, that's why we didn't get season 2 for, well, it wasn't really going to be a season 2, it was just going to be ongoing. He paused it for years until he's like, more people cared about it, so now we can relaunch it, and we were going to do it as season 2.
Well, if you guys want to make sure we can get those kinds of crazy chapter numbers going with my stuff, make sure to check out Phenomenova. You could get it digitally. You could, if you have a subscription to Global Comics. I'm going to see if Chainsaw Man's on Global Comics. I don't know if it is. I know Kodansha is on there, but Chainsaw Man. I mean, if you want, there's thousands of comics, manga, and Marvel is on there now. DC is on there now. You can go ahead and check that out on globalcomics.com. Phenomenova is on there, or you can back the Kickstarter for Phenomenova issue 3. The book, anything I make from this point forward will go to the production of issue 4 in regards to that Kickstarter campaign. I'm really hoping that we can keep this going at a I'm hoping we can pick up and go even faster than we've been going. 3 is we had some production delays. My artist's tablet broke, but things should be back in order. But yeah.
Yeah, I've read the first volume of Phenomenova. It's pretty good.
Thank you, man.
It's pretty good.
Anyway, I just wanted to share that. I also do, if you like demonic woman evil stories, I have a short story collection I'm working on. There's 2 succubus-related stories in there. 2. So if that's interesting, definitely check out Reapers in Pursuit. Sign up for the email list at rebeloasisstudios.com. Keep an update on all things I'm working on. And again, if you can't afford the physical, do not worry. There's also Vaughn the Handsome Devil. Is there a catch-up tier? There is, of course. There's always a catch-up tier. Yeah. I make things easy for people to get on. You can also order issues 1 and 2 on my website right now. Or you can find get the PDFs on Global Comics. If you're like, hey, I don't know if I can get the physical right now, that's okay. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for coming on. Anything you guys want to shout out before we close things out? All the links, by the way, can be found on my link tree. Anything I mentioned.
You can go first.
I'm just a streamer, casual writer. I'm gonna put a book out at the end of the year, hopefully. If me and my co-writer can get our deadlines lined up, we're both plugging away at it right now. But I stream every weekend, anywhere from 2 to 4 days, anywhere from Thursday to Sunday, depending. Right now, we're plugging away on Final Fantasy XIV, and we're just also playing some casual horror stuff in between. Halloween night, we might do some Marvel Rivals Zombies, if I can get a group together to do that.
I haven't played in years, bro.
It has. I don't think it's
not been years, but I haven't played since like last time we talked. And I loved it. I said, we're going to do more of this, guys. And then like,
I've been slacking on it too. My battle pass is like crying from neglect. We're good.
All right. What about you, Vagabond?
Okay. Well, I'm the Runaway Vagabond. You can find my YouTube channel. I'm also on Odyssey, Kick, Rumble, and YouTube. And I'm on a bunch of podcasts, usually on Saturdays from the Belzo Pub from 2 a.m. to the Weekly Rose Gallery, Touch Grass with Theo Snodgrass, Anime for the Homies on Saturday. And then on my channel on Sunday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern, I swear it's not hentai podcast. So, which whether you're a gooner, non-gooner, you watch anime, hate it or love it, feel free to tune in every Sunday.
Hold on. I was looking at the wrong. This is your channel. Okay. I was looking at the other one. All right. 1 second. All right. There we go, guys. All right. Peace out. I'm going to play the outro and we are done. Ready? And
we call ourselves Phenomenova. Yesterday, the Stormbearers a deadly group of mercenaries took control of a nuclear reactor. Before we arrived on the scene, Galvanite, a superpowered teenage boy, attempted to stop them. He failed. His story ended there that day. Ours began shortly after. Today, I sift through the memories of that day. I will put the pieces together, and we will bring those responsible to justice.